Okay, hi. So I said that I wanted to start putting out some more vlogs. I have 3 days to write my next short story inspired by All Too Well by Taylor Swift. And I already kind of have like the idea of where I want to go with that story, and I have already started it, but I just need to sit down and actually write it. And I have no idea where the camera is supposed to be, so I'm sorry if my eyes are like literally everywhere. This is my first vlog attempt. Yeah. But now that it's nighttime, I am going to go ahead and start working on All Too Well. I did write a short story in 2 hours once for this project, which was It's Been Waiting for You. And so I'm just gonna see what I can do in 2 hour time block and go from there. So I just finished my 2 hour block of working on All Too Well, or the horror story inspired by All Too Well, and oh my goodness. Poor Bori, he tried to jump on my lap a couple of times and he missed because of how the chair is situated. But anyways, I thought that I was going to pick up on my version 2 draft and keep going from there, but because of the time crunch, I decided that I really kind of wanted to change the direction of my writing to make it a little bit more simple. Um, I'm not really sure how old I was initially thinking. I think the age is the same. I'm scratching that. I think the age is the same. I thought I was going to pick up on that, but I just want the writing to be a little bit more simple because I don't have that much longer to write it. Kayla and I are going to be doing an interview on this on the 11th, so I have 2 more days to write, and that's just not enough time to write in the style that I was going to initially. And I kind of like the direction that I'm going with this right now. It's really talking on the type of person who would be dating somebody younger, and I'm just kind of playing into that a good bit and kind of like the feelings of not totally being sure why somebody would just break up with you because of your age, and just kind of that feeling of longing. I'm really liking the direction I'm going. So hopefully there's no version 4 and that these 6 pages that I just wrote are not thrown in the trash, because that would suck. I also cannot believe I've already written 6 pages. I'm pretty proud of myself. I am home from work now. I really need to work on the horror version of All Too Well. I made really good progress yesterday. I would say that I'm probably roughly 50% done with it. I like the voice. I know where the story's going. I just need to execute it. I was going to record myself doing that today, but my phone battery is kind of low and I do not currently own. Sorry, there is a fly. So it's probably a good thing that I'm not recording because I know that my cats are about to go crazy trying to get it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and work on that for a couple of hours and I'll let you know how it went. Oh boy, it is officially 12:14 a.m. and I only just finished wrapping up the rough draft of The Red Scarf, which is my horror story inspired by All Too Well. I really wanted to emphasize the red scarf because that is just so iconic to Taylor Swift, and I'm really proud of what I got out. I'm a little bit annoyed that I'm really only going to get to work with the first draft. That's how all of these stories have been so far, is the first draft with some editing during the recording stage. And that's not necessarily my favorite way to do this, but it is what it is. And honestly, maybe it's a little bit better for me to only do rough drafts on YouTube. But yes, I'm very proud that I just finished it. I have it emailed and sent off to Kayla so she can kind of look at it before we do our interview with that on Wednesday. And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to get some sleep. Most of what I did this evening was off camera just because I accidentally had beer for dinner. But today, I think I worked on the red scarf for about three-ish hours, making the total 5 hours that I worked on it. It's about 12 pages long, although my paragraph spacing, it might be more like 8 to 9 pages. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy with the product. So this morning I was really happy because I woke up at 6:30, or I was like, wow. Or no, at 6, and I was like, wow, like I'm actually gonna get to wake up at a normal time and shower, and this is gonna be the first good day. And then I woke up at 7:36, and now I just want to die because I'm so tired. But I finished All Too Well last night, so hooray. Hooray. Okay, so I am home. I am dressed. I have way more cat fur on me than I was intending. Oops. But that's okay. Because I'm a childless cat lady. Anyways, I have just a little bit of time to reread my story and prepare for the interview with Kayla that we are doing based on my story, The Red Scarf. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Hello,
Hi,
I'm Kayla,
I'm Ashton.
and today we are going to be talking about Ashton's short horror story, The Red Scarf.
Okay, so the interview is done for The Red Scarf, inspired by Taylor Swift's All Too Well. And I'm just really happy that Kayla liked the story. I like how we've kind of like gotten into this rhythm of kind of asking questions chronologically in the story and kind of like retelling the story based off of what our thought processes were at the time of writing. I'm going to try really hard to not leave my stories for the last minute again because I read it like
I read my story like right before the interview so I could be like a little bit more prepped on it. And there were just a lot of things that I kind of wish that I would have redone. Either some things that I wish I would have had time for, and I needed a little bit more time to think of what my ending actually meant, because the way that my brain works is I'm very execution first, and then I think on things later. Like I think of like the actual reasons why later. Like I'm very, very instinct driven. And so she was asking me questions about, did you do this intentionally? Did you do this intentionally? She was asking me about the ending, and the ending, I did kind of make it purposely open ended. And I was like, okay, well, here's this version. And while I was talking about it, I was like, this thought's not really fully in my head. And then I came up with the alternative, which was more so that it was an accident. And that sat with me better. I drank before writing the ending of it, and I kind of forgot that while I was writing the ending of it that I had the scene from Parasite stuck in my head. That's not a spoiler if you have not watched Parasite, and if it was from Parasite, then it was an accident. So the actual answer, if you were listening to this, is that it was an accident. But take whichever answer you want from it. And I left off on a part of recording that I don't need Will for, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that part right now. Yeah, because I don't know if Will and I are gonna hang out tonight. I know I need his help recording stuff, so I just want to be ready to go with his part so that way I don't have to go back and re-edit too much stuff. Oops, I really thought that I was recording that, and apparently I wasn't. But I think Will is home, and if he's home, then we can record. Bye. Bye. So I thought it was going to be super productive today, but I ended up resting when I got home, which honestly my body really needed, and I'm pretty happy about it. So what's left for today, I need to finish editing the recording that Will and I did last night for the red scarf, add some images to it, and make it so it's queued up on YouTube, and then I'm officially done with that. And this is why I was recording, just in case she decided to show her little face. This is Jinx. She is our outdoor cat. Not really by my choice, but because she's figured out when we go outside, and she rushes out there before there's even a chance to close the door. And at this point, I don't think she uses the litter box inside and exclusively has to use the outdoors, which I read is kind of like a cat instinct thing. It's really annoying, but I need to get her a collar. There's not really been enough money to get her a collar, but it's okay. She'll get one soon, and then she'll be mad at me for having a collar, because she won't. She'll lose some street cred with all the other neighborhood cats. Okay, so I've been working on this for the past hour now, and Clipchamp is just pissing me off. It's been an hour. I have maybe edited and added photos to like 9 minutes worth of content, and I still have 30 minutes left to go So I'm exporting it right now. I thought that clearing up my cache on my computer might help. It didn't. So I'm downloading it so I can export it onto my OneDrive and then I can edit it on my phone because I don't really want to work on this forever. I remember when I was working on New Year's Day with Clipchamp that it ended up taking me like literally the whole day of New Year's Eve to work on it for the midnight release. And I just really don't want to do that again. I can't afford any other software at the moment, so that's why I'm using Clipchamp. If there are other free options that you can think of that you really like, please link them in the comment section because I don't want to have to put up with this again. And my phone's perfectly fine, but I don't want to rely on my phone for doing this. I want to be able to sit down on my computer. It's just nicer for me, and I know that's not an issue with my computer. It's just Clipchamp. I I don't get it.